Hello everyone, welcome to English and More. It's been a while. I'm glad to come your way again today. Your favorite teacher, Teacher Emmanuel. Today we are going to look at overused words in the English language. Some overused words. When I say overused word, what I mean is these are words that speakers of English language have used this word over and over a time, over and over so many years, and it's as if these are the only words. We call them cliché. Cliché. You use a particular word, forgetting the synonyms, those other words that we can use in place of these words. So today, we are going to look at some of those words and some synonyms that can be used in place of those words. So, you are welcome to class. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to turn on the notification button. Today, let's look at number one, good. 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 It's a good day. This book is good. This book is good. We have used good so many ways, in so many times, that it's as if good is the only word that we can use. We can also use a word like great. Great. Oh, it's good. It's great. Great in place of good. We can also use a word like pleasant. 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 The weather was pleasant. The weather was good. Pleasant. Pleasant. We can also use a word like superb. Superb. Maybe someone does something great in performance, maybe in sport or in music. So, wow, superb, superb, superb. But remember, these words, you have to look at the context before you use them. Superb may work in this context, but does not work in the other context. So it depends on usage. But there are synonyms that you can use in place of good. In place of good. It's a good day. Let's look at some sentence. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. That's my boy. He's a good guy. It's great. It's great. I love that thing. It's great. It's great. Wow. Superb. 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 Maybe after a performance or a sporting activity, say, yes, that was superb. That was superb. That was great. That was great. That was pleasant. You can also use them instead of keep repeating good, good, good all the time. It tells people that you have knowledge of the vocabulary of English language. Number two, bad. You know when something is bad. Maybe you don't like. It's not something that you like. Bad. It's a bad day. It's a bad day. Instead for you to say bad, bad, bad all the time. What can we use? Number one, you can use something like awful. It's very awful. I don't like it. It's awful. It's awful. I don't like it. It's terrible. It's terrible. You can also use horrible. No, it's very horrible. I don't like that thing. Yes, it's the same thing as bad. Similar to bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. No, it's terrible. It's awful. It's awful. Now you can diversify yourself. Use different words. Bad. No. Let me not use bad again. Okay, awful. Terrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, another word that we can use or that is overused is very. Very good. Very good. Very good. All the time. Very, very. There are other words. We know very is an adverb. It gives more information. It is used to qualify a verb and an adjective in a sentence. So instead for us to keep repeating very, very, what are those words we can use in place of very? Number one, we can use a word like extremely. The weather is very cold. Yes, it's still correct. But there are other words you can use. It's extremely cold. Extremely beautiful, extremely beautiful, extremely colorful. Instead for you to say very beautiful, it tells people that you have the knowledge of what you are saying. You have the knowledge, you have verbs, multiple, you are multi-talented, multitasking. It's very beautiful. Wow, what an extreme beauty. Extremely beautiful. extremely beautiful. Remember, when you are using synonyms, you must consider the part of speech. Very is an adverb. So any word that must replace very must also be an adverb. Extremely is an adverb. You can also use incredibly. Incredibly. Wow. Wow, she is incredibly beautiful. Incredibly. You can also use remarkably. All these words are adverb. Remarkably, incredibly, they are also adverbs that can be used in place of very. The view was remarkably beautiful. Wow! When I look at the stage, remarkably beautiful. You can use in place of very beautiful. These are overused words. We have used them time without number, so we have to explore other words that we can use. I've mentioned good. Instead of good, you can use great, pleasant, superb, wonderful, wonderful. What about bad? Instead of using bad, because something is bad, you can say, wow, it's awful, it's terrible, it's horrible. Then you go to very. You can say, wow, incredible. Okay, very incredibly something, remarkably, remarkably beautiful, exceptional, exceptional. Okay, let's look at this other word, interesting. Interesting is an adjective. Interesting story, interesting class. The class is very interesting. Instead for us to keep repeating interesting, we can use something like fascinating. Wow, it's fascinating. What a nice presentation. Nice can also be used in place of interesting. Nice. It's nice. The class was nice. The class was nice. The event was nice. Fascinating. Fascinating. You can also use, I've mentioned nice, fascinating. You can also use captivating. The presentation was captivating. I spent all days, all my time listening to the speaker because he was able to captivate. It was very captivating. You can also use delightful. Delightful, we use delightful for something that delights, something that captures your attention. You use captivating. Delightful. Delightful. We are going to look at how to use all these words in context. How to use all these words in context. Just take a look at what is pasted there. Try, let's read it together. Last weekend, I watched a movie. It was very interesting. The actors were very good, but the plot was a bit bad. The soundtrack, however, was very nice. Overall, it was a good experience. Is that the screen? Now we can replace some of these words with their synonyms because some of these words are overused. Look at this one. Last weekend, I watched a movie. It was absolutely captivating. Absolutely captivating. The actors were superb. The actors were superb. Although the plot was somewhat terrible, instead of bad, the soundtrack, on the other hand, was delightful. All in all, it was a great experience. We have successfully replaced overused words with other synonyms that could be used in place of those words. Okay, before I go, remember the topic today is some overused words in English. And today we have looked at about 5 of them. In our next lesson, we are going to explore more. I have mentioned good. Instead of good, we can use great. We can use pleasant. We can use superb. Then I've mentioned bad. Instead for you to keep repeating, how was your day? It was bad. Did you eat? How was the food? It was bad. How was your sleep? It was bad. How was work today? It was bad. You can use other words like awful, terrible, horrible. You go to another word, very, can use incredibly, extremely, extremely. Then we go to interesting. You can use nice, delightful, captivating, fascinating. These are some words that we can use in place of all those words. Thank you very much. Bye bye.